Hey yo, your friendly neighborhood quarter guy here. And, oh boy. Fire Emblem Fates. Well, this one's a little bit of a doozy. Apparently, it was recently announced that while the same-sex marriages will still be in Fire Emblem Fates when it hits the US, a particular support conversation will not. Now here's what I've been told about the scene by some friends of mine. Basically, it involves one of the characters who's a woman who faints on the battlefield at the sight of cute girls. So in order to help her get over it, she's given like a special potion that causes her to see women as men. And apparently, this was interpreted as drugging and gay conversion, and as a result, caused a lot of controversy. Yeah, Nintendo says apparently Nintendo doesn't really want to have that kind of elephant in the room when the game releases in the US, so yeah, they removed that conversation. I honestly don't know what to think about this removal, but one thing I will say is I am not surprised one bit. Apparently stuff like this in Japan is a little looser than it is in the US. You can get away with a bit more in Japan than you can in America. Especially considering that America has proven to be pretty uptight with stuff like this. Well, like I said, I don't know what to think. But, I don't know. I'm not surprised. I should have known this would be coming. Perhaps more distressing is the fact that several pre-orders for the special edition of Fire Emblem Fates have been cancelled, probably because that supply won't meet demand. That is a shame, and I feel sorry for everyone who got their pre-order cancelled. Oh, but that's business, I guess. Anyways, the game I helped with, Death by Game Show, recently launched on Steam, and they're encouraging people to be creative, because the game allows you to create your own. The game has an unlockable level editor, and you can edit the text in the game as well as the sprites. And you can actually, Uinta is actually holding contests for the best created material, and winners can win Steam money for it. If you want to learn more about this, go to the game's shop page on Steam. It is Death by Game Show. Be creative, win prizes. Anyways, for my question of the week, I'd like to ask, what are your thoughts on the removal of the controversial support conversation in Fire Emblem Fates? As always, leave your answers in the comments below. I'll pick my favorite answers and feature them on next week's episode. Here are last week's winners. And with that, time for the fourth wall mailbag. As always, send me your questions via YouTube messages, and I'll pick my favorite ones, the ones I can give the best answers to, I believe, and feature them on the next episode. First question today comes from Juan Jose, who asks, what are your thoughts on spoilers for The Force Awakens? Really? You're going to ask me about that? Okay. All I'm going to say, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to spoil exactly what the scene he asked about is, but I will say this. The moment the scene started, I pretty much knew what was going to happen. It's one of those things, like, for me, it's like, the moment the scene starts, you know exactly what the result is going to be. And, yeah, it made me less shocked about it. But I guess that's the way Hollywood works sometimes. Next question comes from Silver Maxis, who asks, with game series like Star Fox and Oddworld coming back from the dead in recent years, what game series would you most like to make a comeback? I brought this up in a previous countdown, but I would like to see Custom Robo make a comeback. Some people say Little Battler's Experience, LBX, is as close as we're going to get. But I haven't played LBX, and to be honest, I would really like to see a new Custom Robo game. Because the gameplay, the customization, the possibilities, the multiplayer possibilities... Yeah, it's the kind of game that I would really love to see Nintendo make once again. Next question comes from Bowser's Warrior, who asks, if you had the chance to meet any video game voice actor, who would it be? Funny you should ask that. I've actually met a few voice actors when I've gone to cons in the area, such as Sabaten Con and Taio Con. In fact, at the most recent Sabaten Con, I met Christina V and David Hayter. And at Taio Con this year, Christopher Sabat and Sean Schemmel were there, along with Erin Fitzgerald and Yu Asakawa, who was the voice actress who provided the voice samples for the Vocaloid Luca Megurine. So yeah, it's really cool to meet voice actors for video games and other things. It's quite an experience, I'll tell you that. Next question comes from the Fireball Disaster, who asks, will you ever have a rematch with Josh Scorcher, but this time in League of Legends? Probably not going to happen. I am more of a casual League player, and Josh, he's ranked. So the thing is, I would probably get my ass handed to me big time. Just saying. I don't want to have to do another pony reaction that would probably end up getting blocked by Hasbro. Last question this week comes from Drawboy66, who asks, why do so many people hate Atlantica from Kingdom Hearts 2? Finny fun. Just finny fun.